This photograph showing coastal Ghana was taken by a member of the Expedition 64 crew from low Earth orbit, south of the International Space Station. Being both close to the equator and on the Greenwich meridian, which represents 0 degrees longitude, Ghana is pretty much right at the center of the world. The image shows the vast river systems, including the Volta, which flows down from highlands in Burkina Faso, south across Ghana, and into the Gulf of Guinea. These rivers support the farms that sustain the country's economy, producing crops such as yams, grains, cocoa, and oil palms. But along the narrow strip of land between the lagoon and the Gulf, the fishing village of Fubemi has been essentially swallowed by the sea, displacing its inhabitants. And the shoreline here has been eroding at rates up to 2 meters per year, a dangerously rapid rate for coastal communities. But is this just part of a natural cycle, or is human civilization facing an existential threat? The planet's average surface temperature has risen about 1.18 degrees Celsius since the late 19th century, a change driven largely by increased carbon dioxide emissions into the atmosphere. The result of this has been a rise in global temperature, warming ocean, shrinking ice sheets, glacial retreats, decreased snow cover, sea level rise, declining Arctic sea ice, extreme events, and ocean acidification. But the fact is that climate change isn't really something new to Earth. In fact, Earth's climate has changed throughout history. Just in the last 65,000 years, there have been 7 cycles of glacial advance and retreat, with the abrupt end of the last ice age about 11,700 years ago, marking the beginning of modern climate era and of human civilization. Humans are increasingly influencing the climate and the Earth's temperature by burning fossil fuels, cutting down forests, and farming livestock. This adds enormous amounts of greenhouse gases to those naturally occurring in the atmosphere, increasing the greenhouse effects and global warming. And for millennia, atmospheric carbon dioxide had never been above this line, but that seems to be changing. If warming reaches 2 degrees Celsius, more than 70% of Earth's coastlines will see sea level rise greater than 0.2 meters, resulting in increased coastal flooding, beach erosion, salinization of water supplies, and other impacts on humans and ecological systems, putting millions more at risk of potentially life-threatening heat waves and poverty. Responding to climate change involves a two-pronged approach: mitigation and adaptation. Mitigation involves reducing emissions of and stabilizing the levels of heat-trapping greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. And adaptation involves adapting to the climate change already in the pipeline. In 2016, 199 parties signed the Paris Agreement, a legally binding international treaty on climate change, and that aims to substantially reduce global greenhouse gas emissions in an effort to limit the global temperature increase in this century to 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, while pursuing the means to limit increase to 1.5 degrees. It provides a framework for financial, technical, and capacity building support for those countries who need it. In the end, humans already have the tools to combat climate change, but it is now time to find out what actions will be taken at the political and social spheres to make our world more resilient and fight climate change. We are at a degree of concern, and climate change is not only about the planet, it's about us, because everybody has something to lose.